To recover from the coronavirus, one woman recommends courage and faith, the same qualities that have served her well in her nearly 104 years. The grandmother was infected by the new coronavirus in March and had a light fever that forced her to stay in bed for 1 week. She stopped eating and at one point became non-responsive, so doctors hydrated her. She says she is a practicing Catholic and credits her faith with helping to heal her and find the courage to fight this disease. New this morning, Congress will consider a new bill today, giving additional help to small businesses. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says he hopes to approve the additional funding by unanimous consent or phone vote. Democratic leaders say they support the administration's request for the additional money towards the loan program, but they say $125 billion out of the $250 billion should go directly to underserved businesses that might otherwise have trouble securing loans, including those that are owned by women, people of color, and veterans, or situated in rural areas. The U.S. suffered its second deadliest day in a row of the coronavirus pandemic, with nearly 2,000 deaths between Tuesday and Wednesday. Nationwide, more than 424,000 people have been infected with the coronavirus, with the death toll nearing 15,000 people. Globally, nearly 1.5 million people have been diagnosed with COVID-19, and more than 88,000 have died. North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum is defending his decision to not issue a statewide stay-at-home order. Burgum says the state's targeted approach is working to slow the spread of the coronavirus. The number of North Dakota COVID-19 cases increased by 14 to a total statewide of 251. 4 people in North Dakota have died from the disease caused by coronavirus. Meanwhile, Governor Tim Walz has extended Minnesota's stay-at-home order until May 4th. As the number of COVID-19 deaths in that state continues to rise. The original order was scheduled to end tomorrow. The governor's new order also extends the closure of bars, restaurants, and other public accommodations. But the governor is allowing some businesses to go back to work, including a number of outdoor-based businesses like golf course maintenance and landscaping. Anyone found violating the stay-at-home order could be subject to a maximum penalty of 90 days in jail and or a $1,000 fine. It's supposed to be spring, but it's snowing again around some areas this morning. These are pictures. They were taken around 4 this morning on my way to work. Yep, that's I-94 in case you can't tell. It was slick at some points and visibility was an issue. Luckily, it has moved out of the Fargo-Moorhead area, but it doesn't mean it's all behind all of us this morning. Oh, look at that. Snow on April 9th. Just outside our building. Let's get a check now of our First Alert Storm Team forecast with meteorologist Lisa Green. You were first to tell us it was going to snow, but it doesn't mean we have to like it.
No, and I don't even like it myself. I hated coming in and dealing with that this morning. I'm sure a lot of folks are not loving that. And we are in Fargo right now on our First Alert Skycam networks. We're looking toward downtown Fargo right here. You can see the buildings there. And then beyond it is this snow squall right now. It's pretty substantial here. We're looking at that stretching from almost the entire screen here, where we've got that snow coming down. In this snow squall, it'll be reduced visibility, some accumulating snow going on into parts of Clay County as we are looking off to the north and east here to start off this morning. And here it is on radar. You can see it's just crossed over the Red River, and so now into Moorhead, the Oakport area, and then over to Dilworth too, and down and along this line stretching down into parts of Clay County and into Wilkin County. We'll zoom out a little bit more. This stretches all the way back over into Otter Tail County, a little curve to this. Moving to the southeast this morning. So some of us, these isolated, very localized pockets getting hit hard by these snow squalls. Another one north of Grand Forks that's moving through there. And then we're looking out to the west over in the Carrington, New Rockford area. We've been seeing some snow and more of it dropping in, likely to impact places like Edgeley and Ellendale in the next few minutes. And keeping an eye on what's going on up by Winnipeg. That might be another one swinging into the Northern Valley in a couple of hours. Carrington visibility down to a mile there. Down in Alexandria, they've had some snow moving through and they're down to less than a mile visibility. So that's going to be your main issue. Then on top of that, even after it's gone, the potential for slick roads. Our winds are still brisk. We still have some wind gusts into the 20s and even some 30s this morning. We'll stay that way through much of the day. Temperatures into the freezing range. So the snow that falls will stick for a little while here this morning. But as we head into the afternoon, we climb above freezing, a high of 40 in Fargo. We'll watch the snow end into the end of the morning, early afternoon. We'll keep around that wind a little while longer. We'll get some more sunshine as we continue on through the day. But again, it will be a cooler day here for us today. Looking ahead to your Easter weekend, for Good Friday, we'll see temperatures back into the upper 40s. A little bit more cloud cover again on Friday, with I'm hoping some sunshine making its way through. A couple of models indicating a few sprinkles Friday night. Into Saturday, breezy conditions, a chance for a little bit of light mixed rain and snow. Should be isolated, won't cover everybody, but the potential's still there. Easter Sunday, we quiet down, but it will be cooler. We're looking at highs that are into the 30s for your Sunday, and that will kick off a much cooler week as we head into next week. And now for a look at conditions in the FM Metro, let's check in with Devin Fry with the Valley Today's traffic on the move.
Thanks, Lisa. We're finishing up this hour on I-94. We're heading west toward Bismarck. We're about to cross over the 45th Street overpass now. Now, the traffic flow is still lighter than what we're used to seeing on this roadway at this time of the day, as it's become accustomed for the past few weeks. However, it is a little bit busier than what we've seen for the rest of this week. So just a little bit busier than what we've become accustomed to in our new normal when it comes to traffic flow, but it is moving along smoothly, so really nothing's going to be interrupting your morning commute. One thing that might be are these sloppy road conditions. You can see the glare coming off the roadways at the bottom of your screen right now. A lot of slick areas, especially on the side roads. You're going to want to watch out for intersections on the side roads. We had an accident on the corner of 45th Street and 7th Avenue this morning, and so that just goes to show how slick the roads are, especially on the side where they haven't quite had the opportunity to melt just yet. We're going to keep checking out the roadways in the next hour on the Fargo CW, but for right now, for your traffic on the move, I'm Devin Fry.
Clay County Sheriff's deputies will now be delivering groceries and prescriptions to people who live in rural areas who may be vulnerable to the coronavirus. Sheriff's officials say the delivery service is available to anyone over the age of 60 or those with an underlying health condition. Deputies will be making deliveries Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. beginning today. People must place the order themselves, pay for the purchases, and confirm the order is ready for pickup before calling a deputy for delivery. Deputies will not deliver alcohol or takeout food. If the kids haven't asked to make Easter eggs yet, they will soon. And this idea will make them forget about dyeing eggs. Let's check in with the Valley Today's Abby Perchner as she has more on how we can help our whole family get into the Easter spirit. Good morning, Abby.
Good morning, Lisa. I'm joined by Ashley Morgan with Unglued. And Ashley, I think this is a really fun and creative way to get into the Easter spirit and maybe put the dye away this year for the eggs and create something really interesting. What do you have for us?
So I am using shaving cream, paper, cardstock, or just regular printer paper works, and then acrylic paints. And this is to dye just your paper, but it actually works on eggs as well if you want to go there. There's a lot of tutorials online as well, and shaving cream is super fun to work with. So I'm going to aim you down and show you this. We shake up our shaving cream really well, and then we want to add it into a dish of some sort. We want to have some area prepped nearby with like parchment paper or something to protect the surface. We're going to do dollops of paint throughout it because this is going to create a marbled look to everything. So I'm going to quickly do that and a little bit more. And then we're going to use a bamboo skewer to marble this. So we're going to go back and forth. And then you want to do this slower than I am to get a better look to this until you like it. And then basically you're going to put your paper egg or an actual Easter egg over this. You're going to press it down a little bit, and then you're going to pick it up after you feel like there's some stuff on there. This is going to be a lesser one. You're going to set it aside, and then you're going to let that sit for just a minute, and then you're going to scrape it off with like a spatula or that kind of thing. And you can get a look on a large scale that looks like this. It's just like a little garland. Or you can do it with really cute little eggs, and it'll look like this. But this actually works for your Easter egg dyeing as well. And so just replace paper with your actual hard-boiled eggs, and you can do that too.
I absolutely love this idea. I think it's so fun and interesting how creative you can get with shaving cream. Like you said, you can use paper, you can use, little fake eggs, or you can use an actual hard-boiled egg instead of dyeing it. You can try the shaving cream way this year. So it's a really fun, gets the whole family involved, and I'm sure the kids will love it.
I think it's a great idea, and you don't have to shave if you're not going anywhere with social distancing, so use your shaving cream for this project. Thank you, Abby. Let's get our answer now to our question of the morning on Facebook. 50% of us say that this is on our travel bucket list. We can dream, right, for days when we can travel again, and most of us say we want to go on an African safari. Sounds fun, doesn't it? We want to thank you for tuning into the Valley today, and we want to reassure you that we are working hard to make sure you're staying informed during this COVID-19 pandemic. There are several ways you can do it, including valleynewslive.com, our VNL News app, and of course on our Valley News Live Facebook page. The Today Show and CBS This Morning are just about to start, but remember, the Valley Today rolls on with the Valley Today's Jordan Schreier. Be sure to tune in right now on the Fargo CW.